So the 45 lines. So we're going to make it back.
That's what that is. I get it.
Yeah, my phone does that too. It's like, what's wrong with that? That's what he did, but when I was, I took care of the orders, and I said, don't say what.
And I agree.
So everything came in the house, and my video, time. Yeah, the sense with the dogs and the horses. And it's good. Yeah, like 4 or 5 days. Of course, I know time petting my cows. Hi, Wally.
Right. Close that door. Thank you.
Father, we thank you for this day and the beauty of it and the sunshine and your love right behind it, in front of it, on side of it, and all around. Lord, we feel your love. Thank you for this meeting. Thank you for the people that are in attendance. I pray, Lord, you would give us wisdom and help us to make the best decision for the city of Perry. We love you. We praise you. We trust you. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilor Ryan here, Councilor Oliver here, Vice Mayor Fisher here, Mayor Hampton here. Hey, we're here today to consider Superbug's proposal to reconcile outstanding fees and invoice and to take any action needed. Are you?
This is a contract.
This one's a very bad.
Referencing the last thing. Spoke to John this morning. We have a couple of things going on. I think we got some funds with the stuff that's recently happened in the city. Just first confirm that Superbug is going to be doing everything it can to support the community with the GP shutting down. And we believe, we don't know the head count that's going to be available, but we participated in the job fair that took place, I believe last week, where I wasn't available, but a couple of our team members went out there. Not a lot of applicants, but we figured that a lot of the folks are still working. So most likely they're not available to apply, but what I advise the team is to continue to participate in all of the job fairs that's available, right? We will do our best. We cannot commit to a head count, but we will give them priority when we're hiring. We cannot commit to the highest paid job because some of the current skills that we have is already fulfilled. But a job is a job, it's my belief. And whatever we could do to support them, we will. And I've asked John if he's aware of anything else we could do for the community, we will. Superbug, we believe, is going to be a big part, of the city. From a financial standpoint, we'll continue to do everything we can to support in any way, whether it's related to GP shutting down or outside of that. With that comes is the bills that we've negotiated. I came in the last council meeting, I agreed to pay the $990,000 for underbill of gas bill. But recently we had some cash come up and some refinancing, also some coming up here shortly. And we believe that instead of the city of Perry having to wait all the way to early 2026, we can send a wire transfer tomorrow or Friday for the amount of $500,000. If we were to come up with an agreement, and that's what I propose, and I think, John, you took it from there. I think cash rewards a lot with the interest rate today. I know the city, I don't know the impact. I know the city is strong. I know also the county is strong, will continue to support, but I'm not sure. What would this mean, right? To the city, would it help you guys? I hope it will, because it'll be premium cash outside of our normal course of business, the AP item, the gas, the water, everything that we're currently buying, and you guys are supporting us, but that's outside, but just that section of the $27,000 monthly is gonna go all the way to 2026. I believe for us, if we were to keep money, I think we could do a lot more with it, right? But just giving it out and settling this amount on the agreement is the proposal, really, to the city and the councilman. So these two topics was discussed this morning. The items.
The balance is 800.
They, as of their last payment, which was on repayment number 5, and then it always sits 60 days more, so repayment 6 and 7 has been invoiced but not paid, so they currently owe $853,200.77.
So 6 and 7, I would not, we will pay those.
Okay.
Because they've already been billed, right?
Okay,
So start from number 8.
so it'd really be, yeah, okay, so that'd be down to $798,000.
So whatever has been billed and we've received, acknowledged the bill, we will pay that through the normal process. Right?
So he wants to write off $270,000.
Yes, for cash payments off the balance.
So if he pays in cash today, you're all $270,000.
Yes.
How do we sell that to the citizens? You have to pay the bill.
How do you tell?
How do we sell that to them?
I think from a standpoint, if we were to take that $500,000,
Somebody's got to pay T-Sec.
Yeah.
What it has.
I think when I came, and I think it's fair, right? When we believed that there was this underbill, we came in and said, hey, we will pay this amount. It still is on the table. The ask is that money that's available along with other, if we were to keep it, I think we could do a lot with it too, from an investment because of the current economy and the interest rate, right? We could do a lot with that $500,000, but if we give it, at least we deferred liability from the company. Because will still be a liability no matter what, all the way up to February 26th. Now, yes, I get it. It's a write-off of that amount, but the alternate is cash on the table. What I'm offering, not negotiating something outside of the agreement, is negotiating something with saying the balance will be paid as cash.
So 500,000 cash now, or take it all the way in 770,000.
It's really almost 800. So
$796, right?
796, yeah.
Or I thought y'all said it was going to be, the balance was going to be 770.
No,
672.
5 and 6 have been invoiced, so we got 7.
no, 7's been invoiced.
So it's 300,000.
6 and 7's been
So it's
invoiced.
300, 200.
It's 300,000 basically.
That's.
And I didn't add up 8 all the way down.
It's about 40%.
How would you feel about 600,000?
Okay. Many numbers.
That's what I was thinking.
You took it all the way to 8, right? Your October 23rd is not out yet?
Number 7's been billed. It's been emailed to your
When
counselor
was that?
this week.
Okay, so number 7, that's for the
It's
month,
been billed.
got it, that's for the month of September. The service,
Yeah, because we have a bill like this.
It's running late due to the hurricane,
Got it.
and to top it off, that position
Got it.
is a new girl.
okay,
So she's been helping train her, but we've been a little
But
busy.
what he's saying too, we bill through September 30th. We won't bill through October till October's over.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
that's
It's always
what
a month
you're-
behind.
So October has not been billed for.
So, yeah, so number 8 has not been
Right.
built.
Correct. 8 has not been built, but the balance due as of what's been billed is the 798. So that's
Okay.
300,000.
The seven's been billed.
It's, and then it says the
But then it
remaining
says
balance.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Some reason I was thinking October had been billed.
That is
already,
okay.
billed in arrears.
So I mean, if it makes
Well-
it better, we'll keep 8, you'll bill October, when October comes out, the services and usage comes out, and you get ready to bill October, which will be early November. We'll keep that as agreed, right, which will take off
Another
another
27.
27,000, it's very soon, right, and we're not talking that far.
Right.
And then 9 below, it'll be 500, the offer will be 500 cash.
500 cash to write off 300 cash.
Well, now it's like.
270. Okay, 27.
If you remember that contract we had, they went back, and I don't remember how far.
June.
That was not, you couldn't collect it. Because.
They went back further than they had to repay it.
Correct.
So how
They
much
had-
was that?
They had a set
It was
about
2 years
500.
back, yeah, that's absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and here's a question to you. Yeah. You do with the money if you had it,
Put it in the bank,
you do with it.
unless you told us to do something different.
I'd bury it.
Yep.
I'd bury it deep in a well, providing it 10, 12-inch line, accessibility. And I put a packaged sewer plant out there. And then we got something to offer for economic growth in this city. The land's already. But we need the water and we need the sewer. You got the gas.
What are you talking about?
We can talk about what we're gonna do with the water, with the money, after we decide whether we're gonna take it or not. It's like jumping ahead of the game.
Well, if you're
I'm not saying
not,
we shouldn't do it. We should, but we need to settle this first.
well, I see them as together, because if all I want to do is put it in a bank, I'll put it in there at 27 months. I'm not gonna do anything. If I don't. Earlier asked, how can we help the development authority? That's the way to help the development.
Get a well in where we need it.
And provide services, that's what we've been saying the whole time.
And sewer.
Well, I was gonna
Package.
suggest that we go back and look at our 5-year plan and see, or outlay and see what didn't get done last year that got moved over to this year. And take care of something.
But
And quit
there's,
letting it just roll over every year.
there's a piece of property that was in the paper today. That's a large piece of property. That I can tell you, just for 40 years, this stuff, you gotta have sewer to do anything with a piece of property. And water. Sewer is the most difficult part of it.
Does that property not have sewer and water?
Well, it may have a little sewer.
Of course,
I'm talking
500,000
about
doesn't get much sewer either, but
a package plant may be 200,000 gallons worth of sewer. Maybe more.
So if I'm heard correctly, that they didn't have to go back to $1 million, they only had to go back to $500,000.
Correct.
it was somewhere around 700,000, but yeah, we would have had to write some of that off. Yeah.
We actually went to the inception of the mistake,
They went all the way back to the start of the mistake.
but I think it's fair for us. I think it's straight, right, like, because we knew it was real numbers, right, at that time. You know, grounds, yes, we could have just agreed to have 1,600,000, but I think it was the right thing to do at the time, for the city. It still is today. I mean, both options is there, but putting the cash out is also from us. It's like you get controller will shoot me when I do stuff like that, but I think it's the right thing to do. Today too, looking at it.
So 500,000, that's your final offer.
Definitely not negotiating here. I'm laying out the fact of what I can
That's
make a
what I'm
decision
asking.
on. Yeah, 500.
I'll make a motion to accept.
With the October bill,
Pardon?
with October being billed out.
Right,
So it's a forgiveness of $270,632.94.
The money that we probably would have never recovered unless they agreed to.
Correct.
Is there a second?
I mean, agreed to it initially. Yeah.
I hope they're here a long time because they're our largest employer now,
Yeah.
but they might not be here 2 or 3 months.
No, we will be. We
I
will
know,
be.
I know.
We will be here. That's a guarantee, right? I got contract longer than that.
I'm gonna be
But you
here.
never know what happens in the
Hey,
future.
man.
The way
And
things
your
have been going
support, we'll
on.
stay there. Biggest risk, huh?
That's right.
Bill made a motion.
Second. Second.
Councilman Bryant,
yes.
Councilman Landry,
Yes.
Councilman Woodball,
Yes.
Councilman Ketchum,
Yes.
Mayor Hampton. Yes.
Alright. So if you can just give me the letter along with the wiring instruction, just to, because that amount is larger than normal monthly bill.
Okay.
We'll process it. We'll get it done.
And
And,
get the lawyer to amend this contract to get rid of this language.
we can have that.
I'd like to
Sure.
say thank you for your commitment for next year already. I've heard of support for the festival moving forward. I want to tell you, thank you. I'm involved with the festival.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And you dedicating to be here next year already to help with that is great to hear. And I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I think the business is hard. We have a lot of challenges. I think it's a lot better and looking really pretty, for years to come. We believe like this GP thing kind of threw everybody off, right? Because I think it's big, not just for the city, but the county. Forest Festival, I got a couple of leaders out there, Saturday and Sunday. I got some of them taking off Friday to prepare for some stuff. We'll continue to participate. We're not gonna be able to participate in every single thing, but we will do. We have enough people that knows and reminds us that we need to participate, and we'll continue to participate and support where we can. But what I ask you guys is, the whole theme here is like, what can we support from a GP standpoint? Right? What other job fairs are coming up to make sure we're not missing out on them? We will go out there with the available positions that we have to support and provide the most we can, right? We definitely no way we can hire all these people, right? They're a large company. But we believe we can hire a decent number.
I appreciate you doing that.
Yes,
Yeah. That's what we need.
for sure. And I think the whole team, because when we meet as a leadership, we have our leader at the plant, they're all, area citizen and resident, they're either their father or grandfather or somebody in their family got affected. Right?
Yes.
And we believe that this is a big deal and we'll do everything we need to maintain our business, but we'll do everything we can where we can.
Thank you.
And we also thank you for the banners.
Yes. Did John reach out in regards to that?
Well, Cindy
Cindy
is
did.
out.
Really?
Until the 30th.
Yeah, she's on the crew. Yes. So
She'll get back.
yeah, so as we discussed, like we'll deliver them, we'll make them, we'll deliver them wherever you like, right? So just the hanging. I think I said it. John kept me in line, like, well, Lee, you don't want to be in trouble with code. Right? We will deliver them, and then if you guys can hang them or put somebody to hang them, that the county is strong, and it is strong indeed.
That is why they were so happy that you all were going to hang them too.
Yeah, well, if somebody could
He said
find
this,
something
I was
saying, hey,
wondering because I was like, do they have bucket trucks? Do they have, yeah,
I
that's something we do.
but we don't wanna be in violation of,
Yeah,
you know,
but,
yeah.
but
highway,
you,
and,
you said you don't have time to do it.
yeah.
I mean, we'll make time. I mean,
Okay.
Do y'all
If
have
we
any
have
future
to,
plans
you know,
of
unless it's
expansion,
something they're
any
planning
more
on.
expanding in the future, or y'all pretty well gonna be where y'all are
Trash.
right now?
From a processing and throughput expansion, meaning, you know, we are looking at a plan for 24. It might not land right in 24, but we're looking at possibly adding, a corn line. That makes, you know, tortilla chips, corn chips. That's a big line. That's a 50 people line. You know, so we're looking at possibly.
So there's
adding-
possibly more jobs coming in the future.
Yeah, we need to do due diligence around wastewater and discharge and limits because we're now, you know, when we're running 24/7, we don't want to start going over our permit. And if that time comes, right, I'm gonna be here in this room talking about permittable limits, right, for discharge, which I'm sure we'll come up with an agreement because it needs more incoming, more outgoing. But we'll have to look at the engineering side of our pre-treatment plan. But we are looking at expansion, possibly also expanding. We cannot find enough warehousing. Like we have the expansion that we did at the North Warehouse. And you helped us.
No, I think that was the other captain.
But regardless,
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah,
support
fire
us.
department.
But we believe we'll add another 30,000-40,000 square feet. Because we need warehousing. You know, customers can't pick up fast enough. So warehousing could be an opportunity for us in 24. In addition to more process, we want it to be a one-stop shop for our customers. And I'm sure you guys heard that we did an acquisition of a facility in Bluffton, Indiana, right? That came up not long ago, and that tells you, you know, what we're doing. And the only reason we did that, because Florida is very strategic, and the outbound lane and freight lane is very good for our customers. The top five, us, Frito, all these names that we make. But they wanted also a central location because we're shipping air. We're pushing out a lot of trucks, so they wanted better freight lane for them. Doesn't mean all the business we do here will stay here, but just adding a bigger footprint because others are making product. We just wanted to be in that area.
John, also, I want to invite council to come.
Yes, you guys will love it.
And so I guess whenever you all get ready,
I think we're always ready, like respecting your schedule. We're
Mhm.
running always. I think just his schedule too. Let's try to look at your schedule maybe mid-November sometime before Thanksgiving.
just let John.
Yeah, that would be great.
I took a tour, what, 4 or 5 months ago,
Yeah,
and I was extremely impressed with technology y'all have implemented in there. It was
it's a lot.
way more incredible than I thought was in Perry, Florida.
Hey man, that's what we're here for. So I think if you want to schedule it, maybe we'll connect with you and schedule something. It should not take more than 2-3 hours of your time. And I think we'll take some chips. There's nothing else, right? So you'll enjoy that. You'll see line but he'll tell you like PPEs or what to wear just from a food safety standpoint. Other than that, come in.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wayne, do you do anything legally to cancel this agreement or will it cancel on its own?
We'll get with others or whoever to rewrite it.
I meant the Wayne. Well, make sure.
I hope I have done this appointment. We haven't had some. So that's the reason she's not here.
Do we need to do that by resolution? What? Do we need to make a resolution on what the deal we just made?
You've got it recorded.
Yeah, it'll be in the minutes. And then when we have the paid money, that's the proof of that. And then, you can write the contract up off that and everybody sign it, it'll be done.
You want to send me just for the sake of money movement and stuff, at least, maybe have your counselors, I'll also get our council involved for faster result. Just draft something, say, hey, this is the net amount waiving this number, this is what you need to pay. Settle this amount, just something simple, so I can move the funds, and then we'll amend the contract, maybe we'll start that process. Just only removing that section, nothing else in the contract. Thank you guys for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for the continuing support. All right. Let us know if you need anything.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, hang on,
Hold on.
hang on. Shirley,
Yes.
Mayor, Bill's involved in this. The water department has in their budget for a, work body truck,
Well, this isn't the work body, this is the regular single cab pickup.
okay?
We, through the state contract options that we have, the best available option is a standard regular two-door F-150. That's $38,000 and change, and would probably be a production time of up to 12 months right now, depending on whatever strikes happen with. Now, we just purchased through a different state contract fund with Tallahassee with,
Bill Earnhardt Jr.
yeah, the Earnhardt Junior Chevrolet for two work bodies with the state contract number, all that's fine. But this vehicle we found through them is a used pickup, so we can't do it the same way.
This one is.
We would have to get your approval for it. But it is a 20,000 mile vehicle.
Pass along.
It's a Chevrolet pickup. It's equivalent and everything else that we had on the Ford quote. The only difference is that it's a used vehicle with some mileage on it, but we could get it next week.
It's a 22.
It has the topper.
And it
It
has the
the
topper as
topper
well.
and work
That's-
body.
The difference with the topper on it there is that's an additional $4,500 item. So we wouldn't have to purchase a toolbox or anything else to put on the new vehicle. That's not in the other quote,
Right, it's got the side.
but the price is equivalent.
Yeah, $49.
So if,
Okay.
all I'm really asking is that we can get your approval to do this and we can move forward with this without having to go through the normal bid process, because it's a used vehicle. We can't really do bids on used vehicles,
And we can't sole source it, but then again, it's the only one like it that we know of with,
but they have it on the lot and it's available.
I would say due to the time it takes to get one,
Mhm.
That's
as an
really the biggest
emergency to do this.
Will do what you need to do.
Well, that's what we
Yeah.
want your blessing to
Yeah,
do this.
I mean, technically speaking, engine, transmission, oil, do what you
It's all equivalent.
Yeah, there's a
Still has some warranty.
warranty on it. Yeah,
You just need a motion to do it.
we just,
Yeah.
yes,
Or just
As
say,
an
go ahead and say, okay.
As emergency purchase.
because it's skipping the normal bid thing, but you can't really find something like this every day either.
I say, go get it.
Oh, yeah,
We'll do it so long.
I wanted to
It's not,
make a motion, I guess.
I'll tell you something, my motion.
Right,
Councilman Bryant,
yes,
Councilman Ranger,
Yes.
Councilman Woodhull,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Pickering,
Yes.
Mayor Angel.
I'll put a copy in the minutes.
They've only-
Stop it.
You want a golf cart?
You can look for it.
I just knew it was coming for one reason.
Huh.
I didn't know about this, so.
Well, this is something that can look like.
This literally
Literally
happened.
last hours.
Because it's a used truck and it's not gonna stay on the lot very long.
In our search for vehicles,
Oh, there we go.
we were finding contracts. As we were doing this, we were letting them know because we knew they were looking for vehicles. And staying with work related, they were able to source it better. We spent too much time.
The supply chain is
Yeah.
awful right now.
We was in back.
It's been on the last couple.
Okay, wait, that's a done deal.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about how we're gonna share this money, we just did,
Oh,
and we said we would before we left.
Wouldn't that be for a regular people?
yeah.
I don't know, we just need to,
I saw a little hesitation in doing it, and that's why I said that, because we don't get that kind of an opportunity very often. Right now, property's there, you put sewer, gas, you put water there. They've got something to offer a prospective employer. We never had that before. We've had property that we called at the airport, but we never had the utilities to provide.
was that on our capital outlay
No,
last year that didn't get
no,
done?
no,
this is a different well or,
this just came up because of availability of property.
What property are you talking about putting the package sewer plant?
The one you had on the front page today.
Jackson.
Jackson property.
Is he getting out of citrus business?
Do what?
Is he getting out of the citrus business?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, $500,000 won't do.
No.
We were just looking at 300,000 for the study, right?
They've already started the.
The Duke Energy one, yeah.
Geologic, geo-
Yeah, that's for the well out there, yeah. So we're kind of working on, yes, Diane, that was something that the well project.
Yeah. I
And,
do the
and
well.
actually, I mean, $500,000. It might be that much less down the road of what we have on the loan, because who wants a loan? You know, so I mean,
But the well that you were looking at was at the southern end of the,
No,
this is it.
that's,
This is one of them.
that's what I thought.
well,
But
that's where they said the growth was gonna be. and
South
that's
of the
why-
railroad tracks,
What?
south of the railroad tracks is what they've been saying all along.
The further south we go is better for the community, yes, but south of the railroad tracks is the key because of restrictions where it crosses the
Okay.
tracks.
Okay.
But we
that's-
can't go too far south because of issues with the Holloway River. So we have to stay away from that area as much as possible. So
Okay.
there's a fine line through town.
Okay.
So
But that location was one of the ones, yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't, like you said, this needs to be a regular meeting, but.
We could
I
put it in a
felt like we need to
CD
get
if you'd
this-
like. We could put in a CD right now. They're earning nice little bit of change.
oh yeah,
We can earmark it for you if you'd like.
Yes, I think we should set it aside for sure,
Okay.
not just throw it in the general budget and spend it.
Could you discuss this at the next meeting?
Yeah, we can decide at next meeting how to spend it, but should still be there.
I have one thing. Let's see. I'm not gonna be able to attend the training. Would you like to go, Patty?
What? What are you talking about?
In Daytona, there's a conference and we've already paid for her to go in the hotel.
Oh,
it's the second. You know, we took the first online, this is the second part.
But anyone that's been familiar with government service should be able to.
League of Cities training.
What training you took on that?
well, when is it?
What training did you take on that?
You probably took it years ago.
Oh, you took it years ago.
You did.
When-
No,
We
we
took
took, no.
it, we took
We
it
just
right
took-
after we got on. And it was
And you didn't-
online.
We weren't members of the League of Cities when it came on.
Right.
Gotta leave Thursday.
Well, it was an opportunity to attend.
You might have been out attending.
I can't, I got this.
Okay, all right.
What's the date of
There was
the?
two good, and these were inside straight.
Yeah, they've modified that. with more of it's online now.
What maybe is this?
March 10th.
Yeah, years ago Shirley and Mike went.
In person.
That's tomorrow.
In person.
We could email or something.
Supposedly you guys got emails
No.
back in August, September, and the cutoff date was in September. But our council members,
City pays. Memories again.
Okay, you're going down.
yes,
to
it
that.
does.
You go on.
Okay, so what are you proposing?
Well,
If-
it's too late to cancel it.
So you don't have to stay there. If you could try to put it at night.
It'll probably let you out at 3:00
What
in
are
the
you
afternoon.
saying? You want
You
me to
try-
go
if-
to the meeting? Is that what you're saying?
If you would love to go. If not, I hope Demps said she would go because she needs this training.
This is not a good weekend. I've got my son.
Okay, that's all I heard.
Yes.
That's for like.
Yeah. well,
Well, she needs to get
She needs
up
to
to speed on government stuff.
She needs to-
There'll be another chance.
Yeah. But I wasn't aware of it.
It's a different meeting. It's the first one you take through the Florida League once you get elected.
It's got like 6 blocks of books. Like 6 of them. When you do them one at a time, at your convenience.
At your own speed.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, well, I'll change the reservation to Hope Demps then.
The thing is,
I just had a question, couple questions.
I think I know why y'all did it, but like, just me looking at this, so they would have been paid up in February 26, right?
Mm-hmm,
So you would have we've gotten the full amount. Right,
mm-hmm,
and,
hopefully.
so, and the $500,000, we don't need it, right? I mean, we got millions of dollars, right?
We do.
So that was my question. I think I know why you did it. It's like bird in the hands, worth two in the bush.
I'm assuming that, yeah.
Right. My next question is like, this is a utility service agreement, but like, are they required to hire a certain percentage of people in the area?
That'd be
Very illegal.
That wouldn't have, that would be legal to say, because I mean, because they could create 50 jobs and then they could bring people from out of town.
you can't tell someone how to run their business. That's what you'd be doing.
No, but there's no kind of, and I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
If there's any incentives to say, it's like, I know a few people that work out there, but most people I see are not from the area. So,
That's because they can't find people from that area.
Well, if they're legal to work, you
That-
can't really
That's
discriminate.
the
can you?
reason. No one wanted to work.
If they're legal to work, can you really discriminate about what they do?
like I said, they said they could take the $500,000, they could do this, and they create jobs. But if they're bringing in people from outside the community, yeah, they might spend a little money here, but it's not exploiting anybody.
Sean.
Right.
No one could find anyone to
And that 500,000 would not create new jobs. What he was saying was he would just turn that around and invest it in whatever they saw fit, wherever they saw fit. So he's trying to be a good neighbor.
Could've been in.
It's a bird, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a bird in the hand, and I think that's why they went with it. So we're losing 270 in the long run, but who knows what's gonna happen in 25.
I agree.
I wanted to make Sean understand the reason they hired these people. They couldn't find anyone to ride to work. No one wanted to work.
Not the jobs they needed to fill.
Yeah,
Regulations.
so
Well, the reason I say
I
that,
feel you about people that are employed. But like I said, we can't make them hire.
and like I said, this is beyond me, I'm asking. But he did say that they would give preference to people.
Now
From GP.
they will.
So,
Yeah.
That's
I
just
think
if
it's
they
good.
want to, they don't legally have to.
that was my questions.
I've had a problem the way if it is.
Well, that's supply and demand. It's fly out there for good paying jobs, they ain't gonna take them, if it ain't there, you gotta take what you can get sometimes.
And I'm all for keeping it
Yes.
here now, don't get me wrong. But I get it. That was my question.
I'm glad you asked me the question.
Right,
Any more discussion?
thank you. So, POC. Yes.
Danny?